Jonathan Belcher here, your life coach and mentor. We're going to start off with our daily affirmation. Before I start sharing this information with you, we're going to be talking about why you should keep chasing the light. And I'm going to be breaking down what the light is over the course of this video. So make sure to stay tuned to the very end. But I'm going to start off with our daily affirmation. I am rich. I am financially free. I am financially prosperous. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am wealthy. I am healthy. I am loved. Gotta say it with conviction, baby. You gotta say it with belief. You gotta say it with oomph and real meaning behind it. You know, real feeling behind it. When you say your affirmations, you gotta believe it, not just something you hyping yourself up about, right? So you gotta keep chasing the light in life. And it's funny how in a dark place, oftentimes you can find the light. And I think that has a lot to do with why people say that you have to look inward to find out the answers and to find the strength. You got to look within, because at the end of the day, it comes from your being, your identity from the core, the things you desire, the things you love, the things you're passionate about. You know, the things that money can't buy. It's those things that when you get clear on those things, success is just going to start coming to you, because you're going to be in harmony. You're going to know what you want. You're going to have a vision in your mind, and you're going to set out a plan. But understand something. The plan that you set out initially to accomplish what it is that you want to accomplish, it may not go as you want it to go. So you got to be flexible. While going for the light that you want, right? While chasing the light, you got to be flexible. And when I say chasing the light, I don't like chasing carrots, right? Because carrots, I believe that people can hold that over people's heads and keep them suppressed, right? If you chase carrots. I like to more so chase the light, right? And when I say chase, I don't mean in the sense of running after something that constantly eludes you. I mean even in the sense of, if we talk down to something like business, you know, where you're on a journey, you're on a path, and you may not know exactly what steps to take next, but you know there's some things you want to accomplish. You have some goals in mind, and you see some opportunities before you that will allow you to get to those goals, right? And those dreams. So on that journey of success that you're on or embarking on, you're going to have to follow the light, because there's going to be a lot of noise. There's going to be a lot of distractions on your journey. There's going to be a lot of, even you're going to have to deal with discouraging thoughts. There's going to be self-doubt that comes up, right? Naturally, as human beings, when we don't get the results we want, when we expect to get the results, we can feel a little down on ourselves. But it's in that very moment that you have an opportunity to get stronger. It's in the failure that you have an opportunity to learn a lesson. It's in the mistakes that you make on your journey that you have an ability to course correct, right? Because in every action that you take in life, there's going to be an opposite and equal reaction. You know, so that goes hand in hand with cause and effect, the law of cause and effect, you know. So you got to chase the light. So that means if you're seeing a little bit of result with something that you're doing, you got to continue to do more of that that's bringing you a little bit of result, right? Or expand that, or do what you're doing at a higher quality and keep chasing that light, right? You may have, you ever heard of the 80-20 rule? I know a lot of you out there probably heard of this rule, but if you didn't hear of the rule, the 80-20 rule basically means that you get 80% of the success, the money, everything that you want. 80% of it comes from 20% of the work. So that means that, unfortunately, as entrepreneurs and even as workers, 9 times out of 10, we're not paid what we're worth. We're not. But if you understand that there's a bigger purpose, there's a bigger calling on your life, if you understand that there's something bigger than just money, right? If you understand that there's really something of substance from within yourself, you'll be able to grasp that power that you have, and you'll be able to focus on the light to create more of that 80% that's coming in, right? More of that success, more of that prosperity. You'll be able to create more of that by focusing on the light. Now, unfortunately, it's so easy to get distracted by the dark. And that's the crazy part. The dark things, the negative things easily distract us on our journey. At least I know for most people that I talk to, most people that I'm cool with, they have wins and they experience these great times in life, but sometimes they're so taken back by their traumatic past. They're so taken back by something negative that happens in their past that it literally blocks their ability to see what they have now. And because their ability to see what they have now is blocked, they don't realize that they have so much going for themselves where they'll be able to create more from it. And you know, most people look at life in a linear way, you know, because we have a 9-to-5 job, because we got to do stuff based on time. But really and truly, life is a continuum. Life is just a continuum. So when you talk about following the light, you're talking about you're so disciplined that eventually your breakthrough has to come because you keep on keeping on. Does that make sense? Because you're so relentless, because you're so focused, because you're so ambitious, because you're so driven, at some point the universe has no choice but to give you exactly what it is that you want. How does that happen? And you know, it's a process. It's a process. And most people don't know that because most people look at people having success and they just see the success. They see the beautiful home. They see the beautiful cars. They see the beautiful family. And they just see the result. But they don't see all of the work, the inner work you had to do. They don't see the times you had to work in private. They don't see the times you had to train. They don't see the times when you had to be by yourself studying. They don't see the times when you had to put in a whole lot of work, your blood, sweat, and tears to manifest. All they see is the 80%. All they see is the manifestation, but they don't see how much work you put in to get there. But the biggest thing is they're judging an end result, right? Most people judge the end result. They don't realize there's a whole process at place. There's a whole process in place, and since life is a continuum, that means your job is just to get 1% better each and every day, gradually better each and every day. That's all your job really is to do as an entrepreneur, as a parent, as a public figure. Your job is literally just to get 1% better each and every day, and you keep chasing the light, right? There may be negative things going on. There may be people saying negative things about you. But as long as you know in your heart that the journey you're on and the purpose that you're following and the way that you're contributing to society, as long as you know that in your heart it's pure, that's all that matters. That's literally all that matters. But, you know, keep chasing the light is really more so a metaphorical meaning, because you can think of a light literally, right? Like if you're in a dark place and you see light, now you can see, right? Now things are clear to you that was once not clear to you. So in the sense of business and success, keep chasing the light means that you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days. But you keep holding on to that promised land, that great idea in your mind, that vision in your mind. You keep holding on to that, right? And instead of being discouraged by what's not going well in your life, you start to gain strength and motivation by the things that aren't going well in your life. But motivation ain't enough. Really, motivation ain't enough, because motivation is temporary. People go to events all the time. They get motivated. I've been in a place like that in my life where I'm going to events. I remember going to events in different states, and I'm listening to these 7-figure, 8-figure earners. You know, these big guys in these companies make all this money. And I'm getting motivated. I'm pumped up. But the question is, how long does that motivation really last? How long can motivation last? And to be real with you, motivation is too temporary. Discipline, by having discipline, you automatically are in line with the light. By having discipline, you see, what is it that you're doing on a daily basis? What is the routine that you have every single day? What are some things you do? When you first wake up, what do you do? How do you feel? After you eat your breakfast, what is the next step that you take? What is the next decision that you make? After that, what is it that you do after that? You know, like every successful person that I know who's really, really prosperous, they kind of have a daily routine that keeps them in line with the light that they want, right? The prosperous light that brings in the 80% of success. You know, they keep chasing the light by having like a plan of action that they can follow each and every single day to ensure some type of growth. You know, and the thing about entrepreneurship that could be so deceiving is that you have days where you may not make any money at all. You have days where you're not making any profit at all, but you know that the times when you do make a sale from the work that you've done in the past, you know that the sale that's coming for you is going to make up for the days where you did not make any money. So your bills still get paid. You're still prosperous. You're still able to live good. You're still able to buy the clothes you want. You're still able to live financially free. And it's all because of you understand how entrepreneurship works. It's spiritual money. That's really what it is, because there ain't no training wheels on your income. See? There's no training wheels on your income when you're talking about entrepreneurship. You literally gotta, it's like a plane and suspended in midair. And you're like, damn, what's keeping this big ass plane up? But the creators of the plane, they understand the dynamics of the plane. They understand the dynamics of speed and physics and all of this stuff. So therefore, something that was once deemed impossible is now possible. So something that was once deemed impossible from your mind, in your mindset, right, is now possible. You have an ability now to create whatever it is that you want, because you know that you just got to keep chasing the light, right? But remember, it's not about the thing that you do once in a while. You got to have a routine for success, and this routine has to become a part of you. It has to become a part of your daily action steps. Wake up in the morning. You know what I do is I wake up in the morning, I'll pray, meditate, listen to some audio, right? 30 minutes to an hour of an audio book. Then after that, what I'll do is record some content, maybe send out an email. After that, I work on some other side businesses that I got going on and make sure that those are tended to. You know, make sure that I get the adequate amount of get a smoothie, adequate amount of nutrients, take my vitamins. You know, what do you do on a daily basis? Because what you do on a daily basis is what's going to get you closer to what you want, right? That's what's going to manifest the things that you want. It's not a once in a while thing, and that's why so many people kind of mess up with entrepreneurship. And don't get me wrong, entrepreneurship is challenging. It is probably the most challenging thing you will ever do is entrepreneurship. Working for yourself and making your own money, working on your own terms. It is probably the most challenging thing you will ever do. But it's also probably the most rewarding things you will ever do. I'm talking in terms of past just wealth. I'm talking in terms of just building character, building your spirit, building true understanding of how just life. You know, a lot of entrepreneurs that I know, these people understand life to a very high level in comparison to most 9-to-5 people I know. And I'm not saying that 9-to-5 people, workers, are lower than or less smart. No, you have some extremely smart people who work 9-to-5 jobs. But what I'm saying is entrepreneurs that I know who are very successful, it's just their philosophy on life and their philosophy on the way they view things and perceive things that another person may deem negative is very profound. If you really get a chance to speak to a real entrepreneur who's successful doing what they're doing and they love what they do and they're passionate about it, and no matter what the ups and downs, no matter what ups and downs they experience, they keep trudging through and they keep pushing forward until eventually what happens is the flower blossoms, right? And the light that they were chasing becomes so big that it's so apparent that people know they're successful now. And now the manifestation is there, the results are there, and it all makes sense. But you got to keep on chasing the light. You can't waver from the light and focus on the dark, because the more you focus on the dark, you sink deeper into that dark place. You know, and it's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to feel your emotions and, you know, do some soul searching, because I think, in my opinion, to me, I think soul searching is definitely necessary when it comes to being your own boss, you know, because you're going to learn things about yourself that you never knew was there. You're going to learn things about other people that you never would have thought would be possible. You know, you just learn things about just society and the world as an entrepreneur that you wouldn't otherwise learn in any other type of, under any type of atmosphere or situation. You know what I'm saying? So keep chasing the light. Whatever it is that you're doing, keep chasing the light. Take it one day at a time and really get a groove and a hold on your daily routine, because it's the habits. They say it takes 21 days to form a new habit. You know, 21 days it takes. If you do something religiously over and over again every single day for 21 days, it literally, they say it becomes a part of you. And I really believe that to a high degree. If you do something every single day, and that could be going to the gym, that can be eating healthy, That can be prayer, meditation. It could be all of them, right? It could be all of them. Now, imagine doing that every single day. Well, naturally, if you're doing it every single day, automatically you're a disciplined individual. So automatically you're a successful individual. Don't let nobody lie to you and trick you out of your position and tell you you're not successful just because you aren't where you want to be yet, or just because you're not where they want to be yet. Don't let nobody trick you out of your position and tell you you're not successful or you can't do it. All of that is BS. They don't understand success. I'm be real with you, right? So let me just tell you the honest truth. The honest truth is, if you focus every single day and you have a routine every single day in line of what you want to do, what you want to change, you know, and you do it every single day, what's going to happen is your mentality, your spirit, your whole being is going to start to feel weird if you don't do those things every single day. You're going to start to feel weird and almost like a failure if you don't take those action steps every single day. When you reach that point in mentality, that's when you know you've got it. That's when you know you about to break through to levels that people couldn't even fathom. You about to do some things that people never even believed you could do. All the doubters are going to turn into your critics, all because of your discipline and your habits. And when you have discipline and habits, what it says is, it says that you're willing to continue on your journey until the light gets bigger and bigger. As you keep going, the light, even though it's a small light, it becomes a bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger light and bigger light and bigger light and bigger light until you're shining, and it's so massive that, you know, there's nothing. People just come to you, right? They just come to you ready to give you money. They come to you ready to be in business with you. They come to you ready to support your stuff, ready to support your vision, ready to, you know, they want to hear your ideas and help your ideas come to fruition, because they know that those ideas are going to help them and help society, and this is how it happens, you know. But if you don't stay disciplined on your course, well, then what you want, your harvest is not going to be ripe when you get to it, you know. So understand that life is a continuum, and many people who break through overnight success, a lot of overnight success is not overnight at all. It's actually a lot of years of work and practice and repetition being done previous to when you see the success in a lot of people's life. So you could be in a business doing something year 1. You could be doing something year 2, you still going. Year 3, you still going. Year 4, you still going. Year 5, you still going. And you might not take off and blow up until year 6. Does that make years 1 through 5 in vain? No. Hell no. That makes years 1 through 5 very necessary for who you needed to be at year 6. It's a preparation game. It's a process, you know. That's what it is at the end of the day. So to make your process, you can't run away from the process and expect to get your manifestation. You got to embrace the process. You got to love on the process. You got to hug on the process. And matter of fact, drop a comment below, say, I'm loving the process. Drop a comment below this video right now, say, I'm loving the process if you feel what I'm saying in this video. Say, I'm loving the process. Drop a comment below, say, I'm loving the process, John. I'm loving the process. And give me a thumbs up if you're feeling this vibe today. If you're feeling what I'm talking about today, I would appreciate a thumbs up. Share this with friends and family. 5 friends or family that you know. I would really appreciate that, right? And make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already done that. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell notification so you can get videos immediately when I drop videos like this, all right? But yeah, I'm gonna tell you the real. Entrepreneurship ain't some easy walk in the park, and if it was, everybody would be doing it and everybody would be rich. But more so than anything else, it's an inner game. It's an inner game, because in order for you to get to that level of discipline, you have to be very, very secure with yourself from the inside. You got to have a lot of things in harmony for you to even get that disciplined, right? And some people are so disciplined, but that discipline is coming from a place of anger or a place of wanting revenge or a place of wanting to get back at somebody. Well, that's never going to bring you great success either, right? Because it's tied to a dark energetic thing, a dark energetic root. So you got to forgive yourself. You got to forgive all other people, and then get disciplined and stay focused, keep grinding, keep plugging away at it. And you're going to see results start to come in at a faster rate. You're going to start to see it. You're going to start to experience it. And at that very moment, unfortunately, what people do is they get too comfortable. They start to slack off. They stop practicing. They stop learning. But we don't do that over here in the 300 to Freedom, baby. We ain't stopping. We keeping it going. We keeping it flowing. So make sure to keep chasing the light in your life. No matter what darkness is going on around you, remember you can always rechannel that feeling that's caused from the darkness, and you can use that to get you more in line with the light. Keep staying on track with the light. It takes discipline. It takes structure. It takes focus. It takes just clarity. It takes consistency. It takes repetition. But all in all, this is the process and the recipe for success. All right? This is your boy Jonathan Belcher. I'm going to see you at the top. Make sure to check out all the links below to get connected with me. I'm going to see you at the top, baby. Peace.